Well, folks, it's me, Bone Killer 16. Or as my family knows me, as George Foster. Now, tonight was a very particularly weird night because I met my girlfriend's dad for the first time, and it was kooky. So, well, you see, um, well, I really don't know what to say. I was scared out of my mind when I talked to him at first. There's how it all played out. And excuse me, as I'm going to scoop a bowl of ice cream. But okay, so here's the scenario. Okay, first we were talking about snowmobiles. Okay, snowmobiles, and more snowmobiles, which is fun because I got a 440 back over there. Oh well, and good. So me and him were talking about snowmobiles. Great. We were talking about them for a good half an hour. So then we went inside after we looked at all the sleds. We went inside and we sat down like so. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I gotta ask. So then I'm like, okay, look, I have a question to ask you. So then he looks at me and he says, okay, you can ask anything you want, anything, I don't mind. Just as long as it's not about my daughter. And then at that point, my heart was just basically beating out. And I'm like, and he's like, nah, I'm joking. What's in your mind? And then I popped the question. Well, it is about your daughter, and I'm wondering, if I can go out with her on the basis of that. And the conversation that I had with him, very insightful, more insightful than I actually would have thought it would have been, because all this year. But the questions he was asking me are I've never been asked before. How so? Well, he was asking me about my education. Now, that's a good question. I've never had that pop up before. Now, another thing that he brought up was, what do I plan to do in life? And I said, well, I plan to be a lumberjack. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. But either a lumberjack, a mechanic, or work in the military. He's like, well, if you work in the military, you won't come back. I'm like, well, if I work in the mechanized infantry, then I will. I'm like, ah. So, I got all covered right there. And then I literally stuck out my hand and I want him to shake me. But that was before. He's like, okay, so what's your question? This is started to be a little scary. And I'm like, well, you probably know, but you want to hear from me. And I asked, can I go out with your daughter? And he's like, you're a responsible man. You are an honest, responsible young man. And I think my daughter's been mature enough to date a man of your stature. He's like, yeah, you can go out. And then shook his hand. And at that point, oh my God, it was scary as hell. But oh my God, it was just extreme hell. My heart was pumping up and down. I didn't know what I was going to do, okay? I was scared. I was trying not to screw up. I was being myself. I was being that nice, loving cheery guy. But of course, it came up. It's a good thing to be responsible. It's a good thing to be honest. It's a good thing just to be yourself. Don't try to be anything. It pays off in the long run. But, hello. Hello. It pays off in the long run, though. Not that much. Making a video. Making a video.
Too bad.
But Savannah, I do have one thing to say to you. Do not make me look bad. Which I might probably have.
That's not hard to do, you know.
I don't know.
Pass me a spoon and a bowl, would you?
So,
Or a bowl and a spoon, whichever way you want. Whatever.
you know. So, I mean, basically all I have to say is be honest and true. And don't be something that you're not. Because you're not going to make it that far. I have several experiences with relationships that actually have been like that. You're trying to be someone that you're not. And in the long run, what is it? If you're trying to be someone else for years and years and it fails, what are you? Well, you're just a fake. You're not true. It's not right, Arthur.
I guess so.
So, I guess I will call this one my first video in a long time. And I will keep you updated. Hopefully. Anyway, Savannah, I love you. And Christina, you just be a good mom. And Dave, what do I have to say to you? Oh, keep the rubber side down, please. Have a good one, folks.